Back to work.
You caught me.
Let's get back to work. Joined in studio today, today's featured realtor, Pamela Valenciano, Solutions Real Estate, and president of North County chapter of NARUP. We're going to get into NARUP now and have some discussions. Wanted to start with, your why behind it. Why did you join, and then what made you want to be president?
Okay, so I know that there are pretty, basic. I don't know if everyone understands, but basically, NARUP is a purpose-driven organization that is propelled by passion, combination of entrepreneurial spirit, cultural heritage. I can read it to you, right? But for me personally, what it is an organization that really, really empowers me specifically as a woman, as a Latina. I absolutely love my heritage. My family's from Costa Rica, and it just fills my soul to be around these people. It gives you access to be with the top 250 in the country, top producers. You get to hear what they're up to, what they're doing differently. They're open in their sharing of what works, what doesn't work. I'm passionate about, serving, giving back to my community. And, I joined NARUP many years ago as a lender. I did loans for about 10 years. And now as a realtor, it was kind of interesting how it occurred because I had been gone for a little bit. And Angie Henry, who's past president, was a big, big part of me getting back involved. And she really was just an inspiration, a motivator, cheerleader, somebody just that I respect and like. And she invited me to the conference in Los Angeles. And I was actually on my way there anyway, dropping someone off at the airport. So I went. And at that point, I re-engaged with the community, real estate, and I got back in the conversation of what's possible together, what we can do, what we can create. And I was going, I had some little health challenges at the time, and I had to take some time off. But NARUP, for me, is so near and dear to my heart because it kind of helped me during that time. And there were people that I could call and look up to. And one of the speakers was Nelly Galan. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I'll talk to you a little bit more about her in a minute. But she was the keynote speaker that year. And she really spoke to me directly in regards to, my future. Angie and I just, and another colleague, we talked, kind of what it meant to us. And we made commitments to each other. We held each other accountable. And, it was beautiful to see, for example, Angie, which, has gone on to open her brokerage. That was a commitment and a promise that we made in that hotel in Los Angeles for the conference. So experiences like that, friendships. I mean, I go even to Tony Robbins. I run into, NARUP Familia, and it's just extraordinary. They are people that are up to big things. They have high expectations. And another takeaway, surround yourself with people you want to be like. And these are the people that I want to be like. So it's a really nice fit.
That's awesome. And then in some organizations, I think that there's, the premise of people wanting to join so they can grow their business kind of thing. I don't feel that way with NARUP. I know that Oscar, when he wanted to be part of it, it was more of wanting to support, wanting to grow something, wanting to help. So I want to give you an opportunity to kind of elaborate on that.
And this is going back just a few years. Obviously, just to be transparent about it, and that's not to doubt that there are people in it now, but I think the majority and the movement that's happening right now that's encouraged me to be part of the NARUP movement is I think that we have a responsibility. I think sometimes there's that intent in saying, hey, what's in it for me? Well, this is one of those things where it's not about you, yourself, it's what you're going to give. And I think as that NARUP Familia that we talk about is that we have a responsibility to not just network and hang out at mixers, and that's fun and that's easy, but definitely take a proactive approach as local chapters, whether it be as a national or, bringing some of the local chapters together as one, but playing a proactive approach in our industry. I think where we're headed as a market, the Latino community is going to be a huge part of that. That's one. Two, I think as an industry, we've been tarnished as professionals. So how do we empower each other? And that doesn't mean just from lender to realtor, realtor to lender. This can be lender to another lender and empowering. We've got a responsibility to reach out, be a proactive professional community to reach out to our consumers and deliver something of quality, not necessarily quantity. And of course, the result of that, as long as we're doing something good and we're networking with great people, it's great to know that I can pick up the phone and call Pamela for an idea, or I can pick up the phone and call someone in LA and pick their brain on an idea where we're going to truly help each other out. That in itself is where we're going to benefit directly. But as we continue to grow, so will our industry and so will the familia. So it's definitely a responsibility that I feel that I need to do in order to get involved, which I'm sure a lot of people in the chapter agree.
Yeah, and what you made a really great point in regards to lender to lender. Even on our board, there are different lenders, there's different realtors. Mm-hmm. We are all there for the same goal, and we work really nicely together. We put something before our needs, right? It's not about us. Yeah. It's how can we make a contribution to our North County community? Right. How can we bring value? How can we support? How can we help each other? And it's a really, moving thing to see.
One of the cool things, too, that I've seen, too, is the fact that you can get a room full of professionals, 20, 25 people that come from different real estate companies, different lending companies, title companies, insurance companies, different levels of production. You leave that at the door.
Yes.
You're walking in, I'm walking in as Oscar, and that's all I am, and Pamela is Pamela, and we're coming in, and we're putting our heads together, whether it be to create a great event, to reach out to our members and attract hopefully new members that wants to be part of the movement as well. So it's definitely empowering for sure.
And you guys just got back from Chicago. That was the annual.
Yes. Yeah, so once a year, we have our annual conference. It's been in Los Angeles for a bit, but I've been to different annual NARP events. I went to one in Las Vegas. I've been to the one in New York and like Orlando one year. This year it was in Chicago, and it was very classy. They did an extraordinary job. Great speakers, great attendance, great value, fun. I also attended the Leadership Academy, which occurred a few days before. And that was, again, another great experience where they, just kind of, it's a smaller group. I think this year there were about 100 people, different tools and techniques, industry's best on how to be successful in your business and how to be successful as a chapter, because there are a lot of different elements when you're on a board, things that we have to, we have goals and how, it's just, it's really neat. The sharing, for example, in leadership, hey, we need some help with this part of, marketing or, I don't know, fundraising, and the sharing, so that was a really great thing. I think everyone should, go to leadership at least once. It's my second.
That was my first. Yeah, I was definitely impressed with the quality, the attendance, the involvement. Mm-hmm. That is definitely a power networking event. I mean, I met some great people. My boy is now in Austin.
The Nino brothers.
Yes, the Nino brothers.
Aren't they
so
awesome?
Yeah, great guys. You meet some genuinely good people that want to be part of something. And you see that, and I wanted to kind of bring up Gary Acosta and obviously thanking him for leading the way. One of the things that they had done that I was a part of was a panel for that regarding health and fitness, and we're seeing that that's even something aside from just production and the goal of creating X amount of millionaires. We understand that it's not just the number. Kind of goes right back to what we talked about the first segment. It's having that all in balance between health, fitness, because it doesn't make no sense making $1 million if you're falling apart by the time you get there.
Yeah, all in doesn't mean one thing. It just means all in life in general.
Exactly.
For sure. And I saw you with your running shoes on there. You went running in Chicago, right?
Oh yeah. Wherever I go, I have my running shoes. I am definitely a yes for fitness. I think it's critical. And again, back to even at Tony Robbins, they dedicated an entire day to nutrition and fitness. Because they see the importance of having that balance. Yeah. It's critical.
It's great seeing a lot of these organizations beginning to implement a lot of this stuff. And I think it started with those leaders, because you look at Anthony Robbins a few years ago, he was overweight. And he realized he made these changes in his life, and he realized like this has to be part of what he does and what he shows people. It's great to see it in a lot of different.
Yeah, it's hard to preach balance and push for balance if you're not, walking the walk.
And it's hard to have that kind of energy when you're
that's true too.
Not healthy. If you're not, fit. You did a great job on that panel. I sat in there with you. Monica, Villamil, and what's your friend?
What's your friend?
What's her name?
Lucy.
Lucy, I love her. She's a dog. Yeah, it was really great. I was glad that room was full too.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's the new wave. I mean, everybody's trying to get healthy and back in shape. So that's good stuff. For someone that wants to join NARUP, how would they do so?
So you would call our membership, Heidi Guerrero, or you would go online.
We're drawing a blank right here. You remember what that is?
It's North County. I'll look it up.
You're gonna look it up now. All right. Well, you also have 2 upcoming
Or
events.
call Pamela.
Just give out your cell phone number.
You'll guide them.
I'll guide them. Yeah.
And what's your number? What number?
760-505-5287.
That's your answer.
There you go. Call Pamela directly. She'll put you in the right spot. Upcoming NARUP event on November 5th in Carlsbad. I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I'll jump right on it.
I found it. It's www.nahrep, northcountysd.org.
Awesome.
That's it. So yeah, we've got this event coming up November 5th. It's going to be up in Carlsbad. We'll make sure and provide you guys the address on the website as well as far as location and how to register. The beauty of it that we're going to have some leaders within our industry kind of sharing what they've done and their mindset and the tasks that they've taken in order to become those leaders. And I think it's important to also understand, because some people might think, well, hey, my goal is not to be a CEO. But my thing is, if you're in business or whatever you do, you act like a CEO. You take the same steps. It's just at a different level. So definitely something to be empowering, just to absorb kind of, what those successful people have done. And it's just a great opportunity, I think, whether you're already a success and you're wanting to continue to grow, or you're new to the industry, or definitely new to the chapter. This is a great way to come and check us out.
And you know who's going to be joining us is our very own national president of NAREP, Teresa Palacios. So that is going to be a treat. You've heard her speak. She's dynamic.
I think it's important. I think for our listeners, we keep saying NAREP. I want to make sure everyone knows
the
National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. So
yes,
good. You beat me to that. Good stuff. Okay, and then you were very excited about a speaker that's going to be joining December 2nd.
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
It's too late. It's already out there. You got to talk about it now.
Well,
is it confirmed? If it's confirmed, you can throw it out there.
We're working on some details, location, etc. But we had it on the calendar to have a little holiday networking mixer, but it ended up we paired up with the San Diego County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and we have Nelly Galan coming to be our kind of like our keynote speaker, get you warmed up for the holidays and get you excited about the new year. So that'll be December 2nd in the afternoon.
So
details will follow, but I haven't announced that to just the board, but now you know. Now everyone knows.
It's out there.
I think it's important before we break off here, I wanted to make sure we mention the fact that when we talk about all in, we're not just all in as far as just Anthony and myself. We're all in even as an organization. With South Pacific Financial, we definitely made a commitment on becoming actually a corporate member of NAREP to show that, hey, this is something that we're committed to, that we definitely want to get involved and take a proactive approach.
We don't want to toe in the water.
No, it's not. We're all in.
There you go. Right on.
That's outstanding.
Good way to go to break. If anybody wanted to join NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, you could just call Pamela directly at 760-505-5287. We're going to go to break. Stay with us. You're listening to the Core Hour Live on ESPN 1700.
Yo.